as those of you who follow the news to any extent will doubtless be aware, Callum Wells' piece in The Sun. This is Brits viewers threaten to call off from Sabrina Carpenter's lingerie for a very racy performance. Yes, that does say performance. And so this is the level of journalism we're dealing with, and Sabrina, 25, took to the stage in a daring red lingerie ensemble for a provocative performance to open the ceremony. Making her Brit Awards debut, the singer paid tribute to the nation with Union Jack visuals and dancers dressed as the King's Guard. Very good. She delivered performance of her hits Espresso and Bed Ken, wowing the audience on a heart-shaped bed, but also sparking some backlash from some viewers watching at 8:20 p.m. Goodness, that is early. Performing in revealing lace lingerie, including suspenders and thigh harnesses, Sabrina embraced the innuendo-filled nature of her music. Very good. However, not everyone was impressed, with some expressing their disapproval on social media, claiming the performance was too risque for a prime-time audience. Well, taking to X, one wrote, that's an Ofcom complaint waiting. Another said, Sabrina Carpenter on the Brits there. My wife just said, it's only 20 past 8. A third said, didn't know where to look during Sabrina Carpenter's performance. Someone else raged, Christ, you might as well put porn on prime time Saturday night. What is Sabrina Carpenter doing, apart from covering up her lack of singing ability by spreading her legs? Well, goodness gracious me. One more fan. Of course there were some who enjoyed it. So one said, Sabrina Carpenter doing loads of sex positions with the Brits wasn't on my 2025 bingo card, but she's an icon for it. Here come all of the complaints. So something very, very good there. Somebody thought, just the one person actually. Comes just weeks after Mike Stock, Matt Aiken and Peter Waterman slammed Sabrina for being too raunchy and setting women's rights back. Oh, well, goodness. Sabrina, who spent a record 21 weeks at the top of the singles chart last year, found herself the target of their disdain over her skimpy outfits and flirty lyrics. Hitmakers even suggested the Espresso singer is setting up the movements for women's rights. I do believe that was just covered, sir. I'm sure that Callum Wells, an excellent journalist, I'm sure he didn't need to do that. In an exclusive interview with The Sun, Matt, 68, good, he's always good, isn't he, Matt, 68, said pop music and particularly pop videos have become a lot more sexualized than back in the 80s. Overtly so, for better or for worse. So, not being exactly straight with us there, Peter, 78, added, that is incredibly strange given that women's rights are so protected now. So, you might expect them to be locking away their box, so to speak. To see Sabrina Carpenter dressed as a little girl is quite offensive. She doesn't need that. Well, that's true. She has a great talent. Oh, that's exactly what they say next. She's got a great talent, and yet the whole of the industry, these girls come out in as little as possible because they know they're driving young boys to their websites. Well, I'm sure they are. So, you go, hang on, we could never have done that 30 years ago. I'll just look at any of the films that were released in the 80s. I think you'll find quite to the contrary. We would have been killed if we'd done, oh goodness, they would have been killed. Oh, I didn't realise there was that sort of, they were doing what they were doing now. Madonna was the only person who ever got close to that image. Well, good for her. And agreeing with them, Mike, 73, yes, see, we've got all of the top voices here on The Sun. They've won all of their freedoms and their rights, women, yes, all of the women, and they fought for everything they've got, and now they're throwing it away, is the way I would look at it. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? That's very interesting from Mike. I wonder if we could get a female perspective. Oh no, we've got Pete again. And it's just crazy. If you're asking to be respected, don't come on in a G-string. Oh, goodness, okay, there we go. And so the stinging verdict of Sabrina continues as they dismissed her sexual lyrics as lazy. Goodness me, she has faced criticism for songs such as Juno, in which she mentioned sex positions, and Bedcam about being compatible with someone between the sheets. Well, it's Mike again. I would never try to write a lyric that said anything specific on a sexual level. Well, good for you, Mike. Yes, nobody else. You'd always be allegorical or allude to something else. Don't be like that. I think it's about show and it's lazy. You're going to grab some form of attention by doing that, of course, and of course she has. It's very good. And my goodness, does the article continue? I would say the article's just about finished there. Well, folks, there you have it. 3 straight white men of a certain age telling women how to dress. And, jolly good for it. That's the Scottish Sun there, and they've done an excellent job of journalism, and no complaints from me. Teddy bye, and until next time, we'll be talking about Yuja Wang, and can her dresses get any shorter? I do hope so. Join me again then. I've been Walt Whitman, you've been you, and thank you very much. Goodbye.